Welcome back, everybody. I'm the Blonde Fox, and today we're going to continue playing some more Genshin Impact. In the last episode, we met up with Dia and Nilu, and basically we got some more information about, well, whatchamacallit, basically how to meet with Lesor Kusanali and all that kind of stuff. So we were told to go to Port Ormos, so we've just been kind of heading over there. We're almost there. We got this statue here, which helped us unlock all this map. We have a lot of teleport points and stuff around us, but we're going to probably just kind of skip over those for now, because we could always, we're going to have all sorts of quests we got to do. Like, there's quests over here, there's some stuff over here, all that kind of stuff, but we're just going to keep heading down to Port Ormos and get all that stuff done. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to be doing. We're just going to be continuing on with the Archon quest. So yeah, remember to like the video if you like it and subscribe if you want to see more. But without further ado, let's get right to it. Okay, there should be a wave rider spawn point thing down here. So that way we could get the boat and we could just travel along the larks. I think that'd be quicker than running everywhere. At least it would get us across the water pretty quick. Let's see. Should be right over here. As soon as I get in range to teleport to that, I don't do that. There we go. Whoosh. Yeah, it's right over there. But I do want to do this thing real quick. It also says that there's a Dendroculus over there too. We'll need to do that. There's just so much stuff. I keep forgetting this is new region. There's gonna be tons of stuff all over the place. Hello? Oh, is it still traveling? I can't hit it while it was traveling. Really? Go on. There we go.
A chest
Perfect.
full of valuables
This way.
and a trove of potential clues.
Oh, please don't get up. I don't want to fight you. Oh, I think he's dead. At least I hope he's dead. Okay, I'll mark it, and we leave. Sorry, whoever needs our help or whatever, I'm not helping. Wish, 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 wish. Go, activate you. Summon the Wave Rider, and set sail. Oh, that was weird. It was like not when to take off for a second. I don't know what that was all about. Okay, there's one right here in the water. Probably won't take us too long to at least get the first level of the statue. Yeah. Port Ormos. Okay, where's the first teleport point here? So I don't want to. Okay, no, it's pretty far away in. Actually, I think this is where we need to go, is through here first. Maybe. Whoosh. Yeah, I think this is the path to the first thing we need to go to. Let's see. Ooh, and there's a teleport point. Okay, we'll activate that in a second. I want to get the teleport point first. Wish, 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 wish. Thank you. Got that. Awesome.
Take it easy. Come and have a good look yourself. Traditional spices of the highest quality, made with pride and experience.
You've got a deal. I can't thank you enough for always looking after my business.
Believe me, I'm not making this up. Several Eremite mercenary groups are nearly in open conflict, but does the core of 30 care? And that's not all. Did you know that...
Wow! Talk about hurly-burly! This place is busy! Guess that's only to be expected for the largest port in Sumeru. Maybe it's because of what Dia told us earlier, but Paimon can't seem to shake the feeling that there's also danger lurking in these crowds. Ooh. Let's get our bearings so we can start looking for leads. We know that whatever the Academia lost is related to the gods. But other than that, we don't have much else to go on. Osfun told us to try posing as Academia students while asking around. Paimon checked the Akasha on the way here, and the Academia doesn't seem to have any research facilities in Port Ormos. Paimon doesn't get it. Won't we look even more suspicious going around saying we're Academia students and asking about the stolen item?
Right, we should figure that out before doing anything else. Figuring that out could be crucial for the rest of our investigation here.
Well, given all the people that come through here every day, if there's any information to be found, Paimon bets we could find it in the market. Let's ask around and see what we come up with.
Okie dokie. Hello, do you have any information for us?
Welcome. Welcome. How can I help you two?
Hi there. We would like to ask you a question. Do students from the academia ever come to Port Ormos?
Of course. Especially around this time of year. Students from Sumeru City that are about to graduate often come to Port Ormos to cut loose a little. Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the academia, let alone graduate. But those who finish their studies and go on to become full-time researchers at the academia have it even harder. Sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but Port Ormos offers beautiful scenery and a stress-free environment. Some even say it's good luck to come to Port Ormos, so students and researchers come flocking here when things get to be too much at the academia. Ah, you see over there? Those are students from the academia.
They look pretty serious, maybe even a little worried.
They've been looking worried and miserable ever since they got here a few days ago. If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better. So long as the Akasha teaches us what we need, then life is good.
Those students seem to be discussing something. Let's see if we can listen in.
Okay, so it's sneaky time. We're gonna go eavesdrop. You don't see me. I'm just looking at these pots.
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful. Not to mention that a bunch of scary-looking Eremite mercenaries have been posted along the streets now.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to steer clear of them. Especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about King Deshret and some resurrection. I've even heard that the Citadel of Regzar is starting to get fed up with them. What was that group called again? Ein something or other?
They're called Ein El Akhmar. Today, I heard that the thing we're after might be in their possession at the moment.
Wait, come again?
Don't you see? Many of the Eremites in Port Ormos deal with trading this kind of thing. They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the academia. It's because the kind of goods that students are looking for aren't the kind of goods that Eremites are after. As long as they know you're a student, then deals can be made. I've heard that Ein El Hakmar likes to set up shop at the Jafar Tavern. Supposedly, if you're willing to part with 500,000 mora, they'll give you info on anything.
Wait, did you say 500,000? If information alone costs that much, then how could we ever afford to buy what we're looking for? I guess we might as well give up on trying to graduate this way.
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche. Who else could possibly be after that kind of shady knowledge? I bet it's practically worthless to anyone aside from us.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. Then the only thing left for us now is to find a way in. Why don't we all just pool our money together and pay for the information?
Whoa! Did you hear that? A niche field of research and shady knowledge? It all sounds pretty suspicious to Paimon. Is knowledge something people just buy and sell like that?
It's very suspicious indeed. Whatever was stolen from the academia was also related to knowledge.
So, what's your plan?
Let's go to Jafar Tavern.
Wait, didn't you hear what they just said? Buying information is going to cost us 500,000 mora! Have you lost your mind?
Reliable information is worth the price, and I won't let them off easy if it turns out to be a scam.
Oh, alright. Paimon never thought she'd agree to parting with that kind of mora. But if you know what you're doing, then we should give it a shot.
Do we even have that much Mora? I've kind of put on a little bit of a spending spree to level up with my characters. I don't even think I have that much. Yeah, how much do I have? It's under this one. Yeah, I literally only have, I have like almost 1/5 of a million, yeah. Not even close. Oh well. I wonder if it's gonna prevent me from doing anything until I get some more Mora. I mean, it wouldn't take that long. I just go do a couple of, the Mora, whatchamacallit, the Mora ley line things. Those get you quite a bit of Mora. Especially if you use condensed resin, it gives you like 100,000 Mora per one, I think, or something like that. It's pretty easy to get quite a bit. Where's that other teleport point around here? Oh, it's back there. Oh, right. Yeah, it's like up there, I think. There's like a second level to this area. We'll get that before we leave Port Ormos.
This is the place we heard those students talking about.
Oh, this is actually a pretty nice place.
Let's find a seat somewhere and see if we can spot the group they mentioned.
We'll just sit over here.
Oh, you've arrived. Please take a seat.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Ha! Once we reclaim the power of King Deshret, they'll be the first that the boss punishes.
They're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is the Caracal Battalion. They've also amassed a significant amount of Mora this time, so we mustn't underestimate them.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing opportunists out for a quick Mora?
Yeah, with Boss's fervent devotion, he'll be able to use this power to bring our god back this time.
Huh. All these guys talk about is King Deshret, so they're probably the ones we're looking for.
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when King Deshret exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, a traitor? What are they talking about?
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant too. We should ask about that if we get the chance later.
Now I'm even more intrigued. So basically, Lesser Lord Kusanali gets ignored by most of the people. Greater Lord Ruka Devata, who's worshipped by the Academia, is hated by these guys, and these guys want King Deshret to... Okay, there's a lot going on here to unpack. Hi, guys. You mind answering a few questions?
Huh? Who are you? What do you want?
I'm a student from the Academia.
A student? What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos?
I'm looking for info about a certain something.
Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it?
I hand 500,000 more, but I don't have it.
Paimon can't stand to see so much more go. But there's no other choice right now.
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Hmm? Well, what are you waiting for?
I just have one more question.
Oh, that's right! We heard you mention King Deshret just now. We're actually interested to know more because we're, archaeology students!
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, I guess I can throw in a little extra info. As you can see, members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout believers of King Deshret. Years ago, King Deshret founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was an advanced civilization, far beyond anything you'll see in present-day Sumeru. King Deshret was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. She even stripped him of his title, God of Wisdom.
So, you mean the traitor was...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed King Deshret's civilization, and our ancestors were forced to flee to this land where we were made to suffer the tyranny of our enemies. Furthermore, she conspired with the Academia to cover up the truth of her actions, and create the merciful and benevolent facade for which she is now known. Ugh, just thinking about it sickens me. But the story doesn't end there, oh no. King Deshret isn't truly dead. The voice of the Oracle has been heard in the desert, prophesying his resurrection. Mark my words, our god shall return. And when that day comes, all followers of the traitor and all the desert dwellers who have forgotten their true god will suffer retribution together. If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of King Deshret.
Can you tell us more about the Oracle?
I don't have anything to say to you academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached its end.
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Huh?
You again? Deranged academia lunatic.
Yes, it's me again. I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things uncomfortable for you. Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This group has been boasting all around that they can provide information on a certain item as a means of luring people into their territory. Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item. Then they use that to squeeze you for all the more you're worth.
Hey! Shut it all, Hatham! What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business like this,
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
Ha! The boss made it perfectly clear that he won't negotiate with you.
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then. It does not preclude him from changing his mind in the future.
I'm warning you, don't push us, or this could get ugly. We don't usually get rough with people from the academia because it just complicates things. For a lunatic like you, though, we might just have to make an exception.
If you're suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one, I accept. After all, even the Archons used war to negotiate the ownership of Teyvat. If, on the other hand, we can't agree on any means of negotiation at all, then I'm afraid my next course of action will sting a little more than the mere falling through of a few business deals. I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, which I know you value above all else. I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would willingly approach me himself. However, I fear that by then, some things will have happened that cannot be undone. Also, a word of advice. I suggest you tell your boss exactly what happened here today. Otherwise, he might blame you for not telling him in the future.
What did you say?
Consider this. Have I ever failed to follow through on my word in the past?
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 mora to them.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their food yet.
Mr. Iman. There appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently. This wouldn't happen to be because they're all busy spreading the word to the students, would it?
Well...
Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, but sent the Emirites running too! Plus, he seems to know a lot about what's going on around here. Let's catch up with him and ask some questions! He went that way! After him!
What's funny is he was like, they're scamming you, they're gonna, they're gonna squeeze you for all the more you have. It's just like, dude, I didn't even give him the 500,000 more. I didn't even have that much. I basically gave him an empty, bag of money. It wasn't even money, it was probably a bag of rocks.
Wait up! It's Al-Haytham, right?
What do you want?
Thank you for your help back there.
No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the opportunity I needed. We're even. Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them. Since they weren't able to make off with your Mora in the end, they might harass you again in the future. All right. Goodbye.
Hold your horses! We still have something to ask you about! Since you tore through their scam right in front of them, you must know the real story about certain something, no?
Who exactly are you two? And why are you inquiring about that?
I doubt who's gonna fall for this lie, but I am a student from the academia.
A student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Perhaps we can also talk terms? I know a thing or two about swordplay.
Huh? Oh, yeah! He's really strong! Weren't you saying something about a physical exchange? We can help with that.
He doesn't even have a vision. Forget it.
Maybe not, but he can still use elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way we'd go asking for info from from guys like that. Those high-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring a lot of backup for your next meeting. Even if you don't go alone, you won't regret taking us with you.
All right, I accept. Got a pen and paper? If you're searching for someone who sells that kind of merchandise, I'll give you one of their addresses, and you can try your luck. We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier. It doesn't matter if you show up or not.
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant's information, does that mean you can tell us exactly what we're after?
You were willing to part with 500,000 mora for something and you didn't even know what it was? Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim, then you can beat the answer out of them when they become hostile. Look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now. Tell me what you know so far, so I don't waste time repeating information.
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal in it, but some students want to get a hold of it too. What else?
It seems like some kind of knowledge.
You know almost everything there is to know, but you're unable to compile this information because you've never seen the object before. This is what you've been looking for.
Huh? Paimon can't tell what it is. It looks like some kind of ornament.
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store a fixed quantity of canned knowledge. It's like a miniature Akasha. Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents.
Anyone?
Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access what information, knowledge capsules confer their contents without any requisites.
That's amazing.
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, it's illegal in Sumeru to privately possess or trade them. They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are intended to be destroyed immediately after use. But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. After all, there will always be those in this world who are dissatisfied with life as designed for them by the Akasha and wish to change their fate. Over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia. Now, in Port Ormos, the valuable ones are a means to mora for the Eremites. Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be useless to them occasionally prove useful to the common citizens and hapless academia students. Well, I think that about sums it up.
I heard that the academia lost something recently. Seems like it's a knowledge capsule.
Oh, so that's your true objective.
I want to learn more about it.
With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer.
What do I have to do? Perhaps we can negotiate further?
You're still resolved. Fine. Let's talk somewhere with fewer people.
Go with I'll hate them to a more secluded spot to continue your conversation. But before we do that, we're gonna go ahead and end this episode here, guys. In the next one, we'll go talk with him some more. I don't think, yeah, we don't have enough wishes. But we'll get some more information out of him and see if he can help us out. I'm really liking his character. I knew about him because his banner wasn't that long ago, but I didn't know like his character in game and everything, and I'm really liking his character, so he's pretty cool. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, remember to like it. Comment down below with your thoughts and opinions. I look forward to hearing from you guys, and remember to subscribe if you want to see more from me in the future. Until next time, see ya!